You're listening to the PRO Media Network. The next level in entertainment.
Who that family? Check out the Pro Shop. That's right, the Pro Shop is the platform's stores where you can go and buy all the latest merch to support the platform. Available at the Pro Shops, we have dozens of hundreds of products available for you and your family. Unisex tees for men and women, hoodies and sweatshirts, tank tops, kids and baby items, long sleeve tees, mugs, pillows, wall art, bath bedding, face masks, phone cases, stickers, bags, fanny packs, socks, hats, and many other items. Please feel free to check out the Pro Shops. The link is in the description section below. And remember, it helps the platform continue to grow. So check out the Pro Shop and Who That Too. Things Pelicans, you're now rocking with the Pelican post-game report on the PRO Media Network. Big ups to the family, the Pels. In this thing, man, start off the season, the 2020-2021 season, preseason-wise, with a nice victory over the Miami Heat, 114-92, even though this was preseason action. We've seen a lot of action from our starters in this contest. Pelicans taking it to them, playing really smart and hard ball in this game. And minute restrictions is a thing of the past. Minute restrictions. We don't need no stinking minute restrictions. Pelicans take care of business. 114-92 on this installment of the Pelican post-game report. Big ups to the family members chiming in this thing. Please hit upon the like button. I'm Big Q bringing you in on this one on the Pelican post-game report. We're going to get through this one and keep it rolling. Now, in this edition, we'll recap this game, and we also will look at Stan Van Gundy, Zion Williamson, and Brandon Ingram. We'll bring them in and have their interviews chimed in to give the breakdown on what happened with this matchup. And then we'll span ahead, preview the upcoming matchup that the Pelicans have with the Milwaukee Bucks coming up on the 18th of this month. So a lot of Pelican stuff to talk about in this episode of the Pelican post-game report. So without further ado, we'll get into it. The Pelicans take care of business in a massive capacity against the Miami Heat, playing really good defense, holding them to 92 points and putting the 114 up on it. It was a really good matchup. Pelicans from the field, 12 of 38 from downtown for about 31.6%, shooting the three a little down. 26 out of 31 for the free throws. How about that? At 84%. If we can hover around 84% on the season, we'll be fine. And that's another caveat that we didn't mention when you talk about having a Stan Van Gundy drill sergeant, disciplinarian type of coach, who will preach the principles of defense. He will preach the principles of hitting free throws. And I expect a Stan Van Gundy-led team to shoot a good percentage, which will help out. Remember, a lot of games are won and lost on the free throw line. So let's keep the statistics going. On the other side of it, you look at the Miami Heat, it was 35 of 82. They shot 43%. They were 13 of 46 from downtown for 28%, 9 of 11 from the free throw line as the Pelicans attacked the paint and got 31 attempts at the free throw line. They converted 26 out of 31. Miami Heat had 82% there. The Pelicans rebounds, 51 rebounds in this matchup, 36 of which were defensive. They had 15 offensive rebounds today. Really encouraging versus Miami, who had 35, 7 offensive, 28 defensive. And of course, the assist game was won by Miami 26-20. The Pels had 9 of 5 on the steals, 3 of 4. Advantage Miami with the blocks. Also, the Pelicans kept the turnovers down. 11 turnovers for the game, 10 points off of turnovers, where Miami gave up 14 turnovers, 19 points off of those 14 turnovers. Another caveat of a Stan Van Gundy-led team is discipline, not just defensive, and also onus of hitting the free throws, onus on keeping the turnovers down, as in this game. They did that. 11 turnovers for the Pelicans in the matchup. The fast break points, they beat them 13-7. So that thing about transition points in the paint, they beat the Heat 40-38. They only committed 13 fouls in the contest. Hits 26 by Miami that basically fostered the Pelicans to the free throw line, and the Pels led by as much as 22 points in this matchup against the Miami Heat. And of course, we know Miami didn't have their full covenant of star players that they played. We know Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson and Kendrick Nunn, and those guys played in the game. But a lot of the heavyweight guys like Goran Dragic or Jimmy Butler, those guys did not play. They were DMP'd. And I don't expect those guys to play at all in the preseason. But regardless, who you put out on the floor, the Pelicans took care of business against a feisty Miami ball club, 114-92. So before we get to the individual statistics, let's hear what Coach Van Gundy had to say about the Pelicans defense and how they played.
I thought our effort by and large was very good, especially for the first preseason game. Obviously, the effort will have to get even better as you head into the regular season. And a big component of that is we have to still get in better shape. And we're no different than anybody else in the league. We tried to push our minutes out a little bit today. And that's what we saw, playing some guys 33 minutes for conditioning purposes. And you could see a fatigue out there at times, but we just need to keep doing that day by day. And I think the best way to get in shape to play basketball is to play basketball.
Well, Coach, I know some of the colleagues are going to ask you about individual performances tonight, but I thought one of the most impressive things from your team on the defensive end was the anticipation of the passes by the Miami Heat. It was almost like we were in their huddle. Just a tremendous job defensively on those steals.
Yeah, well, we did make some good plays on the ball. There's no question about that, and you hope that'll improve. We were still, though, to be quite honest, late on some rotations and late on some helps. But overall, look, the effort was good. It's something to build on. You come back in, we'll get an off day tomorrow from practice. We'll come back in on Wednesday and try to build and get better.
Hey, this is Jim from Pelicans.com. Todd just mentioned the anticipation and being able to read plays defensively. What did you think of Brandon Ingram's performance defensively, is also what he did on the offensive end, obviously?
Yeah, well, he took the game over on the offensive end, and then in the second half, especially after his first rotation in the second half, he was very active with his hands and created some turnovers. And he should be able to do some things like that with his length. He should be active and can cause some problems for a lot of people.
That's Coach Stan Van Gundy breaking down the game from his perspective, giving accolades to Brandon Ingram and the Pelicans in this one, man. Watching the game, it was a free-flowing game. The Pelicans, made it really competitive in the first and then the second, and then they kind of moved beyond it. From the team statistical breakdown, you can look at how the Pelicans were able to attack the paint. They went to the free throw line, man, 31 times and converted 26 of 31. And let me tell you something, they're going to be one of the top 5 teams in the NBA that's going to get to the free throw line. And we have to convert a high clip of these. Now, remember last year, we weren't a great free throw shooting team under Elvin Gentry. We also turned the ball over a lot. We didn't defend the post well. That is this will become the inverted reality of what we were last year. Will be an inside-out type of team, if you know what I mean. And that's what they're going to look at. The dominance of Zion Williamson will be required for him to take double and triple teams. You have a guy like Steven Adams who cleans up the paint well and will attribute to the fact why the Pelicans are so good at what they're doing, especially from an offensive rebound standpoint, where we weren't that good offensive rebound-wise. Steven Adams is the type of dude that will fight for those rebounds, and he will distribute the ball to the shooters. And the Pelicans, listen, they looked really good in this game. And even though it's the preseason game, it's the first one, you see in their style how Zion Williamson was playing, flowing with Brandon Ingram, him holding the ball, Lonzo Ball doing what he doing, alley-ooping in this way, in this kind of way, Steven Adams trying to find his way around the offense. But overall, during the preseason, the Pelicans have been really fighting well, and you can see that it's showing in their style of play, as they did keep the turnovers down. They did hit almost 84% from the free throw line, getting that 31 completing 26 of the 31 attempts. And then he also shot just under 32% from 3-point range. And they did what they needed to do in transition, when in the fast break points battle as well. So the Pelicans putting in a full effort against the scrappy Heat club moving forward. So let's see what Zion Williamson had to say about a really good performance by the Pelicans in the first preseason game. What are his thoughts about playing extended minutes?
It felt great to be out there for extended stretches. I haven't played, I don't think I played that many minutes in 2.5 years. So it was a great feeling to experience that again.
What's up, Zion? This is Will Gillard. Stan brought up when we talked to him were the defensive rebounds and the free throws. He thought you really excelled in those two areas. So how important are those two parts of your game going to be for you to have a successful season and kind of take that next step?
I think those are going to be two big parts. Obviously, the defensive board, so I can push the break faster, get my teammates involved. And the free throws, because, I feel like I'm going to get fouled a lot. And, free throws, it's free money. I got to make that count.
Zion, it's Andrew from ESPN. On those free throws, you mentioned your work with Fred Vincent. How much work did you put in with Fred, and how much time have you really been putting in on trying to get that better?
Me and Coach Vincent have been putting in a lot of work every day at practice, just free throws, working on the jumper, just working on everything involved in my shot, and that's been really helpful up to this point.
And one more, if I could, how much did having Steven Adams down there kind of help you on the defensive glass, having somebody who was going to draw that much attention to kind of free some things up for you?
I think it's great that we have Steven this year. It's only one game. I don't want to sit here and say something when the NBA. There's a lot of smart teams out there. They might make adjustments. So tonight for the first game, it was great having Steven out there. He does draw a lot of attention, and hopefully he can stay like that for the whole season.
Zion Williamson with his thoughts on the matchup against the Miami Heat and bring what he brought to the table. And getting to the individuals, in 33 minutes in this contest, he was 8 of 13 from the field, 10 of 11 from the free throw line. So Coach Freddie V's system is working. He continues to help players. He helped Brandon Ingram refine his shot. He helped Lonzo Ball, which was an extreme case, help him readjust, recreate a shot. And he's really comfortable with that shot, even though Lonzo was 2 of 9 from the 3-point range in this game and 5 of 15. He struggled a bit, but we expect Zo Ball to kind of work his way out of this thing. But to be honest with you, Coach V has been a godsend to the Pelican organization. He's been here for a while, and he's a player's coach. He's one of those guys that you could talk to and guys can relate to Coach Freddie V. At one point, we're going to try to get Coach V on the show. We know he follows us via LinkedIn. But big ups to the Pelicans, man, doing some really terrific work as well. Now, Zion, like I said, 33 minutes, 8 of 13, was 10 of 11 from the free throw line. He had 11 rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds in this matchup, and he finished with 26 points. Zion, 26 points, 11 rebounds, and even threw a few assists in there as well. A couple assists mixed in with that. Brandon Ingram, 31 minutes. He had 22 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and he did a little bit of everything. 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 5 from downtown. Of course, he was perfect from the free throw line, 22 points from him. And also you had another double-digit scorer, third leading scorer that came off the bench, and NAW lit it up. 14 points in 21 minutes for NAW, 5 of 11 from the field. He was 4 of 8 from downtown. He finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists in the matchup. This kid can shoot the damn ball. He has good length. He can play either the 1, the 2, or the 3. So they're going to find a place for NAW on this team. And remember, this is 3 of our first-round draft picks from last year with Jackson Hayes in the mix, who got 25 minutes of action in this matchup. He had 6 points and 6 rebounds in the contest. Nicolo Mele off the bench with 19 minutes, 8 points, 4 boards, 5 points for Kira Lewis Jr. in 10 minutes. He had 5 points, no assists in the matchup, but he had 5 points, 2 rebounds in 10 minutes, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from downtown. Good to see the Rook out there doing his thing. And of course, Josh Hart, who started in the game. He had 11 points in 33 minutes, 4 of 10 from the field. He was 1 of 7 from downtown. Really didn't shoot well, him or Zoe Ball. But Zoe had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists in the matchup in 31 minutes of action. And of course, Steven Adams in 19 minutes went 3 of 4. He was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He finished with 7 points, 8 rebounds in the matchup. So Steven Adams trying to find his way in this offense. Of course, a lot of people were shut down. Wenyen Gabriel was DMP, right leg situation. And of course, a few other team people like Will Magne, the foreign player, was DMP because he's not with the team. He's making a transition. Him and Bledsoe are going through, and Redick were not with the team. And of course, you know what was behind that. Then, of course, the rest of the guys were coaches' decisions who didn't play. Ulhoff and Marshall, Najee Marshall, Willie Hearn Gomez, and the rest of the players were coaches. Raleigh Atkins were DMP coaches' decisions. So we'll see some of these guys eventually later. Hopefully in the second matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks, we'll have an opportunity to see these guys. But anyway, let's go to Brandon Ingram and see what Ingram had to say about his poster dunk in the preseason. Nice dunk that he had over the Heat. Here we go.
Well, yeah, I mean, freshman, he does his job. He does his job. And also Zion has done his job of coming in every single day before practice and making it a big priority of his to put in the work on free throw shoot or whatever in his shot. And it's definitely paying off. And I'm sure he will continue to do it. And Fred's been working with everybody else, making sure that they stay on point for everything that they're going to do in our offense.
What's up, Will Guillory from The Athletic. We said earlier about staggering the minutes between you and Zion and different. It might be this year he brings you off early and bringing Zion off. How different is that for you, and what were you able to do in the second quarter to get yourself going even pattern different this year?
Well, going into the game, me and Stan kind of talked about the minutes. And I mean, it's no different for me. Just knowing to stay ready at all times, staying ready and on the offense and defensive end. So to get going in that second quarter, know that I was the main offensive guy in the second group. So it was important for me to be aggressive with my own shot, but also getting guys involved so we could be really, really good on the offensive end.
Hey, Brandon, Christian Clark here with Null.com. For you, 3 steals and a block. As a team, you guys held them to 92 points. What did you just think about what you guys were able to do on the defensive end tonight?
Well, it was a good start. It was a good start for us. We see how we match up with another team. Of course, that was our first game, but we can do better. I think it starts with me also. In the beginning, first quarter, getting into the basketball, position, everything. But it just starts with me and getting into the basketball and setting the sense of urgency, setting the tone on defensive end. And we get better from that. You let teams get comfortable by not getting to the ball. And I think I definitely started off in the first quarter, but as the game went on, we got better.
That's B.I. dropping the science about the game, the defense, Coach Fred V helping out everywhere, man. And the Pelicans, man, even though like Zion Williamson alluded to, this is the first contest and it's encouraging. Anytime you win and you're putting the team together, it wasn't a perfect outing, but the Pelicans showed that they can play defense. They had a few breakdowns here or there. Wasn't perfect, but I expect this team to iron it out. What I was really encouraged by was the fact that they hit a good clip of the free throws. They hit almost 84% of the free throws when they got to the line 31 times. They converted 83% of those, which is encouraging. They kept their turnovers down, which was 11. And of course, they played suppressive defense to keep the Miami Heat club underneath 100 points, out of the triple digits, kept them in the double digits. So I was encouraged several different factors in the matchup. You see the Pelicans got the win. Now, moving forward, the Pelicans have a very interesting matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks. Of course, the Bucks are 0-2 over the last few contests. Their last loss against the Dallas Mavericks beat them 128-112. Despite that, Giannis did play 27 minutes in there. He finished with 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 blocks. They still lost the game. Middleton's shot, didn't look that well in the game. 30 minutes, he only produced 13 points. Drew Holiday in that matchup had 11 points in 30 minutes of the game. So Drew Holiday we'll get an opportunity to see our old buddy Drew in preseason as he finished with 11 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. The Milwaukee Bucks at that point guard position, they got Drew running the point there. So right now in the preseason, the Bucks right now are 0-2. And the Pelicans, they're coming here, and Drew Holiday's bringing his squad here for a matchup on the 18th of this month. And that'll be the final preseason matchup for the Pelicans, man, moving ahead. But we'll be looking out for that as Drew Holiday returns to the Crescent City in the preseason capacity, as the Milwaukee Bucks are struggling right now at 0-2, looking for a win to try to figure that thing out. So that'll do it for the Pelican Post-Game Report. I'd like to thank all you guys for chiming in with the Pelican Post-Game Report. As always, if you are the Pelican subscriber, hit the subscribe button and join the realest show talking about Pelican talk on the web. Also hit the like button and hit the bell so you can be notified when we go live and have more Pelican content. So I'm Big Q chiming in. We'll have DC on the next show. I appreciate y'all for being here. The Pelicans are victorious, taking down the Miami Heat in the first preseason game of the season, 114-92. And we'll see you later. Go Pels.
Get straight sports talk from the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys.
HomeBistro.com. Freshly prepared, home delivered, restaurant quality gourmet meals delivered straight to your home. Choose from over 50 plus gourmet meal options cooked by world-class chefs and delivered frozen, ready to eat within minutes and no commit. Welcome to the One Shop Gourmet Food Delivery, specialized in affordable options to eat right and feel great. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Every ingredient is handpicked to the highest standard. And why you should buy from HomeBistro.com? Restaurant quality, made with natural ingredients, delivered right to your door. Overnight shopping is available. Diabetic, paleo, heart health, and vegetarian options to eat. Doing business since 1999. Courteous, knowledgeable, and professional support. Complete PCI compliant SSL security ordering, and great meals. Choose from some of my favorite dishes: the Mediterranean chicken with orange honey sauce, the charbroiled chicken romesco, or the grilled chicken breast with sweet and spicy vegetables. No matter what you choose, you can't lose with HomeBistro.com. Eat great, feel good, and save some money with HomeBistro.com. Hit the link in the description section below for more information.
Are you a boxing fan? Check out Ring Kings Boxing only on the PRO Media Network.
Live clean, eat cleaner. The only natural and patented produce wash. Eat Cleaner is a tasteless, odorless, and lab-tested line of food wash and wipes that is up to 99.9% more effective than water in cleaning wax. The only natural, patented produce wash in a 14-day study, applying Eat Cleaner all-natural fruit vegetable wash to a variety of fruit and 100 pure guaranteed vegetables. Also prolong shelf life up to 5 times longer through a natural blend of fruit acids and antioxidants. This can help save your family on average of over $500 per year, reducing waste and making it easy to get your half plate of fruit and vegetables each day. Eat Cleaner offers a wide variety of solutions for food safety and shelf life extension for consumers, retailers, food service, and operators. USDA bio-based, OMRI listed for use on organic produce, non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, made in the USA, lab-proven, and patented. So if you want cleaner fruits and veggies, try Eat Cleaner. Check the link in the description section below.
Are you a Pelicans fan? Check out the Pelican Post-Game Report on the PRO Media Network.
You're listening to the Pelicans Post-Game Report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.